Hey, what's up, guys? What is happening? So, there are many things got released today in AI, and also there are many good news, bad news that I got, and also there are lots of drama that is going on inside OpenAI. They just partner with the Cerebras, and also they have rehired 3%, and also Google has published some medical model which is the MedGemma 1.5, and this model can beat or can just compete with the OpenAI healthcare just got released some days ago. And also here you see that Anthropic invest $1.5 million in open source Python software foundation. So there are lots of things going on, and I will discuss one by one, step by step. So just be with me, and if you are new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe this channel code digit to get the latest content in AI. Okay, so first I will start with this LongCat-Flash-Thinking. So this model got published today. So LongCat-Flash-Thinking is a version built for deep and general agent thinking. So wherever you need the deep thinking, then you will be able to use this model LongCat-Flash. This is completely free and open source. And the image, the performance comparison between various models on this thinking mode, they have compared, and here you see that on this code, on this math, agentic search and agentic tool use, this model in some of the areas beating, and in some of the areas it is matching the performance with the top frontier model. Okay, so this is actually great. And also here you see that what they are telling, uh, these are the key features, like it has the top tier agent capabilities, and also it has the real world robustness, and also heavy thinking mode, and also you can try it for free on their official website longcat.ai. So if you go to their official website, here you see that this is the interface that you will find, and just turn on this thinking button here to use this thinking mode. Okay, now you are good to go. And also here you see that you can use this model by downloading it from the Hugging Face. Okay, now these are the some information they have shared, that we introduce an updated version of LongCat-Flash-Thinking, a powerful and efficient large reasoning model with 560 billion total parameter. Okay, and also it is maintaining highly competitive performance on traditional reasoning benchmarks. So these are the traditional reasoning benchmarks. And also you see that it has a heavy thinking mode, like parallel thinking. It expands breadth via multiple independent reasoning tracks, and also iterative summarization. It enhances depth by using a summary model to synthesize output, and supports iterative reasoning loops. And also this real world robustness on the performance, and also this top tier agent capabilities like performance, top tier results on the agentic tool use, and also environment scaling, multi environment reinforcement learning. So these are the facilities that is available inside this model. And also if you want to learn or read this in detail, this is the Hugging Face page, where you will find this key feature in detail explanation they have discussed. So please read this, you will get the huge idea. And now this is the interesting post, that Grok is really improving their existing model. They are going to release the new model which is the Grok 4.2, and this person who got the early access to this beta version of Grok 4.2, this person is actually a professor in mathematics, and this person is actually working on a toughest problem in mathematics with his students for a long time, and he uploaded that documents, he gave that documents and that problem to Grok 4.2, and then he found that this Grok 4.2 was able to solve that with the details that he actually expected. And here you will find that there are many things that he has written, and these actually mathematician can understand all of these things. But in a simple term, if you want to know, here you see that one person asked Grok that please explain this in a layman terms. The thing is that um, this Grok 2.0 is helping solve a tough math problem in probability and analysis. It found an exact formula for a Bellman function using a Brownian motion. So you can understand that how powerful Grok is going to be the next version, Grok 4.2, but for that we have to wait. They are going to release this model soon. Now with this, another new interesting news that I have got, that three of the six co-founders of Mira Murthy's Thinking Machine Lab have returned to OpenAI. So previously they worked at OpenAI, then they left OpenAI and started building this Thinking Machine Lab, and then again they are leaving this thinking machine lab and again joining the OpenAI. This is a full drama. I don't know why they are doing this and also why OpenAI rehiring them, but there are something the OpenAI have seen in this person that they have the full potential. That's why they are rehiring, right? So here you see that these three person previously worked at OpenAI, then they left OpenAI, then again they are joining. Okay, and they were also the co-founder of this new thinking machine. Now, what is that? Here you see that Meera Murthy, he actually previously was the CTO of OpenAI, and she started building this thinking machine, and there these three-person were working. Now they left that, and again they are joining. And here you see that two co-founders of thinking machine left and rejoined OpenAI. What happened? AI labs have more drama than K-dramas. Okay, this is actually very full drama. And now with this, OpenAI is partnered with this Cerebras. We already know that Cerebras is popular for the speed, their great inference speed, and OpenAI using that capability of them. Here you see that Cerebras built AI system to accelerate long output from the AI models. Its unique speed comes from putting massive compute, memory, bandwidth together on a single giant chip and eliminating the bottlenecks that slow inference on conventional hardware. Okay, so integrating Cerebras into our mix of compute solution is all about making our AI respond much faster. That means as a user we will get the much faster output from them. So when you ask a harder question, generate code, create an image or run an AI agent, there is a loop happening behind the scene. You send a request, the model thing, and it sends something back. So when AI responds in real time, users do more with it, stay longer, run higher value workloads. So what happens that when if you use those who have used that OpenAI codex model, okay, GPT-5 codex, they probably know that if you just give any request to this codex model, it takes a lot of time to give the output. For it goes to the loop thinking, and then for a smaller operation, for a simple operation also, it takes a lot of time. So if they just partner with this Cerebras, then we will get the output in more detail, and it will be a real-time output that we will get. Okay. Okay, so we have to wait for that. And also with this, we have the new model, which is the MedGemma 1.5, which is from the Google. So this is the next generation medical image interpretation with the MedGemma 1.5 and medical speech to text with MedSR. Now, those who have watched my previous video on this ChatGPT Health, so here you see that 6 days ago, ChatGPT announced that they are introducing new health interface, and this is completely a new feature they are integrating, and there anyone can upload the document of health related things, and also you can take the solution from them. Now this new model made Gemma 1.5, which is also an open source model, can compete with this ChatGPT Health, because here you see that they have given some of the use cases and also the example. See here, if you give this kind of CT slices, okay, CT scan slices, and if you just give this kind of prompt that we have taken a CT scan of this portion of the health, and means this is the what can be there in this portion. Okay, now here you see that with the help of MadeGemma 1.5, it analyzes that CT scan, and also it has found that there can be a tumor kind of things. And after that, here you see that this person, who is an board certified thoracic radiologist, he also found that yes, the output that is given by MedGemma is actually correct, means it is 90% correct. Okay, and after that, some fine tuning may improve the results. Not only that, here you see that there are some other examples that they have given. This is another image, and after that, with this model, this is the AI response, and yes, this doctor found that the response from this MedGemma 1.5 is really uh, have the good accuracy. Okay, so this model is really good, and also let me show you one interesting thing. Those who are actually using this MedGemma in their production. So I think yes. Here you see how developers are using MedGemma. So if I open it, you will find, so this qmed.asia, so they are using this MedGemma, and here you see QMED Asia has adapted MedGemma for use into their ARCS PG, a conversational interface for to Malaysia 150 plus clinical practice guideline. So if you just open this ARCS CPG, then you will find this is the kind of things where you can interface where you can actually give your problem. Like if I just give that facing back pain, okay, back pain problems, facing back pain problems. Okay, now if I paste email, I can actually upload any kind of images here, and otherwise I can just hit this ask. Now you will see the magic. Here they are using this MedGemma, and with that it will analyze and it will give you the reason and what remedy that you can apply. So exercise and physical therapy that you can do, joint protection principles, okay, all of that things it will give. Pain management for the pain relief, what you can do, what can be the solution, what can be the reason, all of that things they will do. And they are actually using this CPG management of osteoarthritis, this kind of guidelines and PDFs that are officially uploaded in their official website. So here you see that MedGemma is actually working in a production in this Malaysia, in one of the medical hospital. Okay, so this is the thing. And not only that, here you see that Taiwan National Health Insurance Administration has applied MedGemma for evaluating preoperative assessment for lung cancer surgery. They are also using. So in this way, this model is getting used by many organizations. So these have actually a lot of potential. And finally, OpenAI actually investing in open source. They are investing $1.5 million in the Python Software Foundation and open source security. See, actually, in AI, if you think about the models, those model who are giving the open source access, these are actually the foundational model, and based on that models actually many people are doing the research, many people are fine tuning and improving that, and they are building their own model. Just if you see that many model that are recently getting the huge attraction, they are using the base model like Queen, DeepSeek, and they are improving that with the help of lots of technology, lots of improvements to them. Okay, so that's why if you can improve the open source things, then it will help a lot in the community. So that's why Anthropic has taken this decision that they will invest it. So I am happy to share that we are investing $1.5 million in support of the Python Software Foundation and open source security. Python powers so much of the AI industry, supporting the folks that make our work possible in an honor. So if you install any of the packages, like any of the model, then you need like PyTorch and that their transformers. For that you need the Python. So Python is the main thing in AI, right? That's why they are investing there so that it can be very powerful in the coming years. Okay, so these are the things that I wanted to discuss with you guys. I hope that this detailed video, there are many things that I have discussed, it will help you a lot. If you found video helpful and if you want to get this type of videos more, don't forget to subscribe this channel, don't forget to like this video also. See you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye, take care.